All right, guys, cream season's here, and what cream season really is there's a group of teams that can go out and potentially win a Super Bowl. When you milk a cow, you sit and let that milk sit for a while until the pasteurization period goes and the cream to the top, you scrape that off, and that's for all the goodness, the greatness. And two teams that are cream teams to me right now are the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. San Francisco 49ers had a three-game skid a couple weeks ago. They get their guys back, Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel, and Brock Purdy looks like he's playing the best he's played right now, making throws over the middle. He always makes throws when we say he can't make a throw and he's just an average guy. They look great. We didn't even talk about their defense. Let's jump over to the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, they have a top 5 defense. And third down, red area. That's situational defense. They lead the league in sacks. And they got this guy named Lamar Jackson, who's completing 70% of his throws right now. I do not like the fact that Andrews is out, but the emergence of Zay Flowers and OBJ playing is getting them real creamy right now. Guys, they're getting real creamy. And these could be potentially butter teams because at the top of the cream, the top of the cream, you can scrape that off for butter.
So the better
Julian,
part,
you butter.
cream ain't the best.
So you got the Baltimore Ravens and San Francisco 49ers. The cream rises to the top, folks.
Julian,
the cream
this is all phenomenal. I have a question though. This in a fantastic breakdown as you hold your little cream packets there. How many times have you milked a cow?
For all the people that milk cows out there, I have only milked once.
Thank you.
If I messed up any of that process right now, please do not at me.
Okay.
I'm sure it's wrong.
process.
Well, bringing it back to football, which I appreciate the breakdown, and I love an analogy, so it works for me. Mike, who is your team that's rising to the top right now in the AFC?
Just being optimistic that's really hard to follow, but I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. The Kansas City Chiefs, I'm still optimistic about where they sit right now. A lot of miscues this past week, drop balls, a lot of things that didn't happen on the offensive side of the ball. But I trust Andy Reid to make the late season adjustments. This is the same team that made the run last year, so I feel good about where they at. They're not the cream of the crop right now, but they did lose to a good Philadelphia Eagles
Definitely
team.
A cream team, Mike.
That's probably the best team in the NFL. Yeah, one catch away. So still competitive, but I expect Andy to make those adjustments, and this whole thing will go away.
I love it. Charles, who's your team that's rising to the top in the NFC?
Cash rules everything
around me.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Stop.
I'm going with the money green. I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, I feel like every time we talk about them, every game is what they're not doing. It doesn't look right. Something is missing. Jalen didn't have a monster game. But what do they end up doing?
Winning.
They end up winning the game. If you watch the game on Monday night, Jalen Hurts throws an interception. But what do? They come up with a huge play. Bayard comes up with a huge play in the red zone. When they needed a play, Jalen Hurts dropped a dime into Devontae Smith on the goal line, gets him down there. Of course, then here comes the tush push. But Devontae Adams, he shows up. 6 catches, 99 yards. And then a guy that I don't think gets enough credit for what this offense is doing right now, and that's DeAndre Swift. I feel like he is like one of the most underrated players, in the league right now in terms of running backs, his quickness, his vision. Him being able to, 12 carries for 76 yards, that's huge. That's a contributor. Nice yards per carry. So this Philadelphia Eagles team, for me, cash rules everything around me. Get the cream.
Get the
dollar
bills.
Come
y'all.
on now.
I got
Come on
you.
now.
I'll fill in the blank
Come on
here.
now.
Thanksgiving.
I like it.
Man, I love it when the team works together, man. That's great, man.